What's up, everybody? The rock and roll gangster, old school Tony Carter is back. And then this video right here is entitled, Low Tier Opportunist versus High Tier Opportunist. Right? Alright. What's a low tier opportunist? Example 1, right? A low tier opportunist is like a motherfucker who's trying to get something out of you. You know what I mean? Like, they see you, and this just happened to me, right? I'm putting air in my tire and shit right there, right? I'm putting air in my tire and stuff, right? And then some goofy just came up like, hey, bro, can I use this, bro? And I was just like, you know what? Go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's cold as hell out here. Go ahead and shit. Fuck it. I'll put whatever. You know what I mean? Because my fingers was like blistering cold and shit. So I said, man, fuck it. Go ahead, man. You know, it's on me. You know, whatever. A high tier opportunist is a motherfucker that probably see you drop your wallet or something. And then they'll just take your wallet, right? And then just give you, and then don't even give you your wallet back. Just take your wallet and it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? That's a high tier opportunist and shit, right? And that's just on the low end, you know. With females, right? A low tier opportunist is like when a chick would be like, take me out on a date, pay for my food, right? You take her out on a date. Damn, it's slippery as hell out here. You take her out on a date and shit, right? You feed her, y'all have a good time, right? You feed her, you have a good time, right? And she don't give up no ass. She don't give up no pussy. You don't even get a kiss goodbye, right? Boom, she got you out of a free meal and some free attention and shit, right? That's a low tier opportunist. A high tier opportunist is when a chick can sit there and be like, you know how you freaky dicky ass niggas is and shit. A chick can be like, I don't like condoms because condoms make my thing itch. Condoms, they don't feel right. They break me out. I don't like that. That plastic. Take the condom off. And then you do that shit, right? And then she'll tell you again, like, oh, you can nut in me though. You can nut in me. I ain't gonna get pregnant. You can nut in me. I'm on my what they call it? My what that IUD, whatever that shit is, man. You know, I'm on some type of contraception. I'm on birth control pills. I'm this. I took the shot. You know what I'm saying, right? And then you freaky deaky ass niggas, right? Or fuck around and actually nut in the bitch, right? And then come to find out, you got the whole pregnant. Now you looking crazy, and you thinking, and you telling this bitch like, damn, I thought your ass couldn't have no kids, right? I don't know what happened. You and you nutted in me, and it's your kid. And then now you sit up there, you being an unwanted father and shit. You got this unwanted baby on the way and shit that you don't want and shit. That's a high tier opportunist regarding females, right? Another example, right, of a low tier opportunist regarding females and shit, right? Okay, over here, like in the States, right? You let's see. You get a bitch number, right? You know what I'm saying? If you fall for this game, you goofy as hell and shit, right? You get a bitch number and shit, whoopty whoop, right? And then she give you her number or whatever, right? And then she'll tell you some shit like, oh, well, you know, my phone bill is needs to get paid and my phone about to get cut off for da 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 da. But I just need some help. I just need you to pay a little bit on my phone bill. Can you help me pay on my phone bill so I can talk to you? That's where they get you at right there, right? And you gotta be a straight supreme goofy to fall for this, right? A chick could be like, well, can you just help me pay for my bill so I can talk to you more? That's where they get you at. Talk to you more, try to make you feel special and shit, make you feel chosen on and shit. And then here go your game goofy ass. Yeah, I'll do it. And then you call her and shit. She may call you back or chop it up with you a while, but then after that week, she's done. The texts start to slow up, the calls start to slow up and all that, and the bitch got an attitude. She pretty much has got you, to pay her phone bill for that damn month, bruh. That's a low tier opportunist. A high tier opportunist regarding chicks is you meet a bitch, and this shit happened to me before, right? Right? You meet a bitch, you talk to the bitch, da da da. You go over her crib, right? You over her crib, you know what I'm saying? And she may have kids, most likely she may have kids. You go over her crib, she'll cook for you, woo woo, right? And then you chilling. Then all of a sudden, you probably go to the restroom, right? And then you try to like use the water, right? To wash your hands. The water don't come on. And you like, what the fuck? Did this bitch sink fucking work? And then you go tell her, and she be like, well, we having trouble with the water bill and this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And then give you that goofy ass sob story. Then here you is though, you in the bitch crib, she feeding you, you getting some pussy, you know what I'm saying? You thinking that, whatever, I'll pay this little, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, something else get cut off. You know what I'm saying? The bitch lights get cut off. I've been in this situation before when the bitch lights got cut off, right? Wow, the first night, the morning, I spent the night over the bitch the first time, right? The next day her lights got cut off. And then she wanted me to pay and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Bitches will do some shit like that. A bitch just sit there, her lights get cut off. Now the bitch wanna use your name and shit because she try to use her name. Her name ain't good, cause she behind in bills. She try to use her parents' names and and fucked her shit up. Now she wanna use your name. So now you getting all happy dappy and shit. You be like, okay, you can use my name to pay, for this, as long as you make the payments. Bitch don't make the payments. You come back and the motherfuckers consumers calling you and shit. Like, what the fuck? You be like, what the hell? Bitch don't make the payments. You can't find a bitch nowhere. She skirted off his shit, and there you go. See what I'm saying? That's a high tier opportunist. You got people like that, bro. You got people like that, right? You gotta watch motherfuckers. Just like your friends, right? You got people, right? Like a friend or co-workers or whatever, right? Sit there and say, yeah, man, you the goat, man. You clean as hell, bro. Da 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 da. Um, you know, shit. They'll try to gas your head up and shit, right? To make it seem like you the man and you such a good worker or whatever. They just stand back and shit, not doing shit, but they giving you praise though, like you the goat, like you the man at the job and shit. While they sit back and do nothing while you do all the work and shit though. That's what happens at these workplaces too though. They'll psych you up and shit or whatever, right? That's a low tier opportunist at the workplace. A high tier opportunist at the workplace is where motherfuckers will be like, they see you sad or not sad, but you got something on your mind, right? You mind your business, you quiet you to yourself, right? Motherfuckers come along and be like, hey, how you doing? My name is da 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 da. They want to get to talk to you and shit. People see the opportunity to seize the opportunity to talk to you so they can like cultivate you and do some damn espionage ass shit. So they'll be like, hey, my name is da da da. What's your name? Okay, woo 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 woo. And then now they want to ask you what's wrong, and you tell your problems, this, that, and the third, right? Now a motherfucker got you. Now the motherfucker know about you. Now your whole damn business is being placarded all around the damn workplace and shit. And you like, man, what the fuck? Why does everybody know that? Because you trust this nondescript ass nigga or nondescript ass bitch. They took that opportunity to get information out of you so they can use it against you or for their own sense of entertainment, bruh. Their own form of entertainment, rather. That's a high tier opportunist. Walk with me. Pay attention. It's low tier opportunists and high tier opportunists relationship wise. If you a regular guy in a relationship or whatever, and you got a chick that always want for something, always need for something and stuff, that dry begging ass shit, right? That's a low tier opportunist or whatever, right? Because you could just break up with the chick or whatever, da da da. It is what it is. A high tier opportunist in these relationships is if you're married or you have kids with the girl or whatever, right? Now she got you on child support now. If she break up with you, find some excuse to break up with your goofy silly ass. Now she got you on child support. Or she got you to marry her and shit so you can do all the work. So she can kick back with her feet up. Hell, nigga, you gonna end up doing all the cooking, balancing the checkbook, uh, uh, um, working, putting on all those extra hours and shit. You know what I'm saying? While she be sitting comfortably and shit. You know what I mean? She not even catering to you. She not fix you a hot meal and shit. You just sitting there just being a workhorse. You know what I mean? That's a high tier opportunist and shit regarding these relationships, man. I can go on and on and on and on with examples of low tier opportunity versus high tier opportunity. I could do it on and on and on and on, bro. Yeah, it is what it is. As far as helping the homeless or panhandlers, right? A low tier opportunist is a motherfucker that see you, right? They see you, you know what I'm saying? You ride nice, you chilling, you clean, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. They'll come up to you like, hey man, can I get a 50 cent or can I get $1, bro? Woo, woo. And it's up to you to give it to them or not, though. You know what I mean? And you was just like, all right, you know what? Here you go, man. Here's $1. Here's $2. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 right? A high tier opportunist regarding panhandling and shit is when a motherfucker come up to you and say, "Hey man, can you give me a few bucks? Okay, can you give me a ride to my crib?" You be like, "Wait, what the fuck? I just gave what? Now you got me doing extra work." Or, "Hey man, can you buy me something to eat?" Okay, bet you buy him something to eat. You know what? You feel good about yourself. Okay, I fed this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. uh I don't want McDonald's. I want KFC. Nigga, what? Matter of fact, I don't want KFC. Shit. I want some tacos. You'd be like, okay, now check this out, bro. Check this out. You said you hungry, you want something to eat, motherfucker. You gonna eat McDonald's, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna sit up here and tell me what you gonna eat. I don't want that. Well, shit, bitch. You ain't finna eat at all. Hmm. Well, shit. To you, motherfucker. Shit. That's a high tier opportunist regarding panhandling this shit. Motherfuckers, beggars can't be choosers, motherfucker. Shit. Shit. We in the world, man. I predicted this shit back in 2013, man, right? And I told my cousin, man, I said, bro, watch by 2020, right? It's gonna be the society is gonna be some of the most self-entitled motherfuckers that we ever seen in life. And then look what happened. 2020, the COVID shit happened. You know what I'm saying? You know that I didn't predict that shit, but that shit happened though. That right there was the catalyst. That COVID shit was the catalyst to what's going on now. People narcissistic, people's entitled, people be unnecessarily dry begging and shit. People feel like they deserve more than what they worth and shit. People, bro. I knew it. I knew it. So you're just gonna see a bunch of low tier opportunists and high tier opportunists, though. You know what I mean? And before I close this video out, right? Let's say with the whole traveling thing, right? Low tier opportunity, high tier opportunity, right? See, those women and overseas are low tier opportunists, right? Because when they in some of the women else, the women over there overseas or whatever in other countries, the working girls, right? They doing it to survive. You know what I'm saying? They doing it for a little, some money here and there. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? They get, pardon me, damn throat dry as hell. Pardon me. They do that. You know what I'm saying, to make their ends meet, get a little change in their pocket, whatever, survival shit. It is what it is. Cool. Um, that's on the low end. You know what I mean? A high tier opportunist is chicks over here in the States, right? Expecting you to just give the money without giving you no type of exchange, if you know what I mean. No type of sexual gratification. They just think you're supposed to just do it just off the strength. You don't know the chick, you're not with the chick, you're not planning on being with the chick. Just do it because I got a coochie. With no rhyme and no reason at all. That's a high tier opportunist women. Do y'all see the difference? Walk with me. Do you see the difference? Low tier women overseas, out the country, they some of the most sexiest women, you know what I'm saying, on the planet, right? Giving you some good sex on the low. You know what I mean? Willing to please you. Now they may not love you all like that though, but they know how to fucking put on a pretend act. They know how to put on a damn performance act and shit, right? Whereas over here, these high opportunistic motherfuckers in the States, these chicks over in the States, these chicks don't even know you from Adam, coming up to you, want you to feed them and buy them shit and give them shit and do shit for them and do back breaking labor and shit, and you get little to nothing in return. And expect for you to have a smile on your face while doing this shit. And be grateful that you basically sipping yourself out for the damn chick though. That's how they think. High tier opportunity. Get you to give the most, do the most work for little to no reward in return. Where overseas and stuff, you can get yours, get on down, go to the next one, get on down, have your fun and party. Over here, it's like these high opportunistic ass chicks over here, shit. Yeah, all right. You gonna be looking goofy oofy and shit. But yeah, man, that's the two differences between the low tier opportunist and the high tier opportunist. This was a request video, and I hope that right there answers, answers any type of questions or have any type of theories that you feel like that'll solve or whatever. That's the two differences, man, between low tier opportunists and high tier opportunists. Rock and roll out. Peace. Oh, and P.S. If you see anybody, even if you feel like an inklet of anybody trying to get like an opportunity on you, man, you have to disregard that shit. Or, man, you just got to let them know offhand, like, nah, man, nah, baby girl, I ain't doing it. Nah, famo, it's not going to work that way. Because if you don't, man, you think a motherfucking opportunist, whether they low tier or high tier, you think they're gonna find any type of way to you think they're gonna find any type of way to end their opportunistic ways regarding you? If they see you as a fucking lick, then use a fucking lick. That's why you gotta nip that shit in the bud and shit. You know what I mean? cut the stem before it develop into a whole fucking plant or a whole tree. Nip that shit in the bud, whether it's low tier or high tier opportunities. Don't let nobody get over on you, gentlemen. Rock and roll out. Peace.